Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today on the presentation for the MSc Cyber Security. I am Dr. Maria Papadaki, the program lead. Before I tell you about the program, I would like to give you a bit of background about myself and my profile. I have been working in cybersecurity for more than 20 years now and in academia for about 15. My research interests started from intrusion detection and response, looking at ways of automating analysis and threat hunting and responding to intrusions. But more recent research has also included cyber defense, insider threats, user authentication biometrics, cybersecurity training and awareness, as well as usable security technology. An important question to ask is, why does cybersecurity matter? Why should it matter to you? Well, there is actually a well-recognized shortage of cybersecurity professionals, and there is a real need in the market for people with the right background. So, according to the Ernst & Young Global Information Security Survey, more than half of organizations report the lack of skilled resources as the main obstacles towards addressing cybersecurity. The UK's National Audit Office has estimated it would take approximately 20 years to bridge this gap. But actually, if we look at more recent findings and surveys, we realize that this gap is not bridging at all, it's actually widening. So according to the Enterprise Security Group, more than half of organizations, even in 2018 and 2019, are reporting a problematic shortage of cybersecurity skills. So globally, we can see that the number of cybersecurity professionals is increasing over time, and there is an urgent need for this gap to be filled. And this is what we try to achieve with our MSc Cyber Security course. We try to produce cybersecurity professionals with theoretical and technical background that will be able to tackle with modern security problems. And this could encompass various areas: computer security, network security, privacy, human aspects of security, legal aspects of security, ethical hacking, and so on. The program is supported by a large number of cybersecurity faculty members who are research active. And through our research and our activities and our network, we have established various links with companies, local but also global companies as well. Examples include Derby Police, City Council, and various security and forensics SMEs. Other examples include Cisco, Kaspersky, CrowdStrike. For example, through our collaboration with CrowdStrike, we have proposed various PhD and MSc projects. Through our collaboration with Kaspersky, we have given the opportunity to our students to participate in webinars, but also online certifications. Apart from that, it's important to mention the on-campus cybersecurity and forensics labs, which are actually not available only to our on-campus students. So they, even online students, have remote access to our specialized software and hardware facilities. So how does online study works? You can consider that for every 2 credit modules correspond to 10 units of work. Each module studies a subject, and typically top modules consist of 20 credits. But for each for each unit, you'll be looking at particular aspects of the module. You'll be engaging in readings, online materials, actually a rich collection of materials, including videos, activities, practical, theoretical activities, formative assessment opportunities, online discussions with peers, with online tutors, the module tutor, and eventually, throughout all of these activities, you will be eventually expected to produce a summative assessment. This is the summative assessment is the element that will get assessed, marked, and it will provide a mark for your for this particular module. So a typical assessment will be an assignment consisting of 3,000 to 4,000 words or equivalent work of that. By the end of the course, you will have a very good understanding of critical concepts such as cryptography, network security, software vulnerabilities, human aspects of security, penetration testing, cybersecurity management, and all of these are really critical and will put you in a good standing to be able to apply relevant methodologies for the design and analysis of security systems. So how does the study panel look like? For the standard route, which applies to most of the cases, we have 3 intakes in September, January, and May. The course duration is approximately 2 to 3 years. So a typical pattern will include the following. It's important to note here that every academic year consists of 3 trimesters, and the expectation in the standard route is that students will be studying 1 module per trimester. Okay, so typically in year 1, a student will be completed 60 credits, in year 2, 60 credits, and in the final year they will be doing the research project worth of 60 credits. So, depending on the intake, for example, they could be studying network security, emerging in the first trimester. In the second trimester, they could be studying state-of-the-art emerging issues and research methods in computer technologies. They could be studying cryptography, that's the advanced security protocols. In the second year, they could be studying security attacks and countermeasures. This is penetration testing and ethical hacking. Enterprise security management, very important module because it actually ties everything together and provides important methodologies, but also looking at human and legal aspects of cybersecurity. And after the end of the taught modules in year 1 and year 2, the order in which you take this module is not really important. But what is important is that at the end, after you complete all the taught modules, then you'll be able to undertake the research project, the MSc project, which is a very substantial element worth of 60 credits. And because we recognize that online studies are designed to accommodate your lifestyle and your career paths along the way, we appreciate that some students will have more time available at their disposal and they will be able to study at an accelerated route. So there is this flexibility that allows students to be able to study 2 credits at a given trimester. And in the accelerated route, students will be able to complete the whole of the taught modules in year 1. So they will be studying at each trimester 2 modules. For example, in trimester 1, it could be network security, security attacks and countermeasures. In the second trimester, it could be emerging computer technologies and research methods, advanced security protocols, and in the third trimester, enterprise security management and human and legal aspects of cybersecurity. So at the end of the first year, they will have completed all taught credits, all 120 credits, leaving year 2 for the research project. And this is just an example of some of the tutorials, the practical activities that you will be undertaking. For example, you could use Mimikatz to obtain Windows passwords hashes, and you could also be using Offcrack to then crack these encrypted passwords. At the end of the master's program, there could be new career opportunities. You could choose to study further, for example, pursue a PhD in cybersecurity, and there will be lots of research active faculty members willing to support you through this process. But you can also take advantage of the management and leadership skills that you could gain through studying at master's level and pursue a management career in cybersecurity. Typically, our graduates will pursue careers such as Chief Information Security Officer, Forensic Analyst, Security Analyst, Penetration Tester, In some cases, they could also go on to become secure software developers, security consultants, security engineers. And our student body is truly global. For example, in the last year, some of our students came from Kenya, Germany, Botswana, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, Qatar, India, and of course the UK. And whether you're based in Derby, UK, Europe, Africa, Asia, anywhere in the world, the virtual campus is designed to support you through your studies and enable your progression. And how can this work? Some good tips include creating a space to study, allocating time, approximately 20 hours per week for study, and engage, regularly engaging and interacting with your peers, your online community, academics, online tutors, engaging with the assignments early on, progressing through your career goals, and I'm sure that you will have a very positive experience. Your online community will be very important to support you through your studies. So for every module, you will be interacting synchronously in live sessions or using Blackboard Collaborate. So that could be 1 to 3 times per module. And this could be typically used to provide additional support for assessment, but also to clarify any misunderstandings, any questions about the topic that you are studying. You also have asynchronous forums, so discussion forums, where you be exchanging ideas, sharing experiences, supporting each other, asking questions, having frequently asked questions, cafe forums, and so on, to be able to strengthen, solidify your understanding, and progress through the topic. There would also be additional support, virtual meetings, telephone meetings, but also email is a main mechanism, forum to be able to receive updates, communication with regards to your studies and the additional supporting service. The academic support could consist of the program lead. The program lead is the person that designs the program, the modules, the learning outcomes, what is expected for a student as part of this program, but also module leaders and module tutors who are responsible to design the assessments to support students to progress through the module content, the assessments, clarify any misunderstandings, and the personal academic tutor is usually the first point of call, the person that can be the person who answers most of the questions or directs you to the relevant services within the university. Apart from the academic support, there's a wide range of supporting facilities. So you have the online learning advisors for non-academic issues. You also have student well-being, library, careers, union of students, a wide variety of student services designed to support you throughout your studies and for the different life events that could affect your studies as well. But also there is a lot of software facilities, as we discussed previously. In addition to these, you would also be able to have Microsoft Office licenses, cloud storage, and of course the student portal and the virtual learning environment that we have already. A very important resource is the electronic library. This is available to our online students as well as on-campus students, and through our subscriptions, students are able to access journals, conference publications, books that will help them to solidify their understanding, explore, pursue their interests, and also inform their assessments with the state of the art. And even though you've studied online, you will have the opportunity to celebrate your achievement or your graduation on campus in Derby alongside our other online students. These biannual events are incredibly popular and they are well attended every year. To find out more information about your next steps in your application process, I would suggest that you look at our online resources for entry criteria, course fees, payment plans, and intake dates. We are looking for computer graduates, BSc or BEng, with 50% and above, but also individual cases will be examined for people with professional background who might not necessarily make this criteria. Please get in touch and we'll be more than happy to help you and support you through your application process. We hope to hear from you, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions for UDL entries at Derby AC UK and support you through your application process.